Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a bitch, she nasty. And I'm God, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. There he goes, left side. Up to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
This is Samuel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Purdy now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Purdy. Flush to his right. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion left comes Brown. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on that.
You're searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. Slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. A handoff running left is Etienne. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk
from 13 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Has it to Hyatt on the out route.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
A give running right, Etienne.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hurts going to take this himself.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown reception. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now McCaffrey off right tackle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 28 yards. And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Steps away to his left. Hurts fumbles it, but it looks like one of the DBs has it.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. Oh, half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own 11-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Eluding the pressure right.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And he's in for the touchdown. Final play, first down. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
And this is going to be intercepted. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles 12.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They'll run with ETN.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown.
Travis Etienne
from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
63.
Hurts will throw.
They'll roll him out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And they
they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 60 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel scampering home from 19 yards out. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Moody for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Purdy now to throw.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're going to speed things up here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Hurts the throw completed to Hyatt.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
His throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Jalen Hurts, 40 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll look to throw.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Play action. Now Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And throwing here, Purdy.
And he hauls it in the... Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Perkins. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st down, Hurts. High and able to make the catch downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to be a loss of 18. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he gets this one down to the 24.